General Hasnain, while a ceasefire is holding, Pakistani terrorism continues, and we saw the recent example at Punch. So should India have any expectations from Bilawal Bhutto Zardari's visit at all? Or as Dr. Tara Kartha very rightly pointed out, civilians don't matter in Pakistan?
See, Gaurav, on the face of it, obviously there should be really no expectations from this visit. Because the environment is such, and I think the Punch attack has established that very clearly too. Terror and talks is a very, very important aspect for India. Terror and talks cannot go together. But I am reminded of UFA. If you remember, go back to 2015.
Yes.
Even UFA took place against the run. It took place against the run of events which were happening at that time, and Prime Minister Narendra Modi took the initiative. It was his initiative completely. Of course, it stayed its course for about 6 months to 8 months or so, but then petered out because of what happened from Pakistan's angle, Pathankot, Uri and things like that subsequently. So if Pakistan is expecting that something is going to be an outcome from this kind of a visit here, I think they would be disappointed. I don't think that's going to happen at all. As far as the visit itself is concerned, it's important for Pakistan to be at Goa. Because you see, the SCO is a very important platform for Pakistan. I don't think Bilawal Bhutto will have the lack of sense to try and rake up bilateral issues on the forum itself. He may on the sidelines in a media conference or something like that try and talk something against India on Indian soil to try and probably get brownie points for himself as far as his internal image in Pakistan is concerned. But beyond that, I am not expecting anything very major coming out of this conference.
Okay, I mean, Prime Minister Narendra Modi's UFA initiative, as you very rightly pointed out, was responded to by Pakistan by the attack on Pathankot, Uri, Pulwama. It's only after Balakot that Pakistan kind of woke up, got a reality check. Unfortunately, Punch has been targeted again. But Mona, just explain this to us. Pakistan's defense minister stayed away from the SCO defense ministers meet, but the foreign minister is coming a week later for the SCO foreign ministers meet. Does the defense minister not matter in Pakistan at all?
Well, I will say this, that obviously defense minister and this portfolio is itself symbolic here in Pakistan. I wouldn't deny this. But, you know, it may also arise from the fact that the defense minister and the foreign minister are hailing from two different parties, the PMLN and the People's Party, and both of them have been arch rivals in recent past. So obviously they have a different set of ideologies. The PMLN has a different thought process. Khwaja Asif himself is a very independent person, and he doesn't, I know him personally too for a fact that he doesn't take a lot of dictations and a lot of towing from his own party. And Bilawal Bhutto, obviously he's the chairperson for another party, the People's Party, though they are allies in the government, but still they come from different set of ideologies, and that I think explains the difference in their decisions. But I do not think that Bilawal's visit can be seen as a sign or a symbol of appeasement, because you know you've just spoken about his very serious and some very critical remarks which had come from the foreign minister Bilawal Bhutto while he was in the US. Against Prime Minister Modi, and he had used a certain terminology against the Indian Prime Minister. So you see, he has this thing to him that when he wants, he can be really aggressive, and when he wants, he can, in the meantime, be very gentle and very suave in his mannerisms and in his talk.
You know, so the suave side, maybe the Pakistanis see it. You know, in India, Dr. Tara Kartha, after his comments on Prime Minister Narendra Modi, should India be expecting such booby traps? You know, some of these very snarky, snide type of remarks that come from him, or will he end up making a fool of himself like he did in Pakistan and got a dressing down from the Pakistan Army chief when he said that 1971 was a colossal military failure for Pakistan? While that's true, the Pakistan Army chief gave him a dressing down.
No, considering that the SCO, if you remember the SCO NSA's meet, where an earlier NSA had shown this map of Pakistan's claiming large parts of Indian territory, they did that then. So what's to prevent them from doing the same thing again? it's all a question of how much standing he has within Pakistan, as we know right now, given the chaos in the country and the fact that elections are coming up. He needs the establishment much more now than he did earlier, because definitely they don't want Imran Khan coming back. So it's going to be a choice between Bilawal and the PMLN. So he needs that backing.
So if Imran Khan, talks a lot of nasty stuff about India, Bilawal will outdo him to talk nasty about India to get votes in Pakistan. So we should expect a booby trap. Is that what you're saying, ma'am?
I'm hoping it's not. Like I said, I'm just hoping this thing doesn't go off the rails. I'm not expecting anything good, but I'm hoping it won't go into such an area where things start getting ugly. He himself has no need to do that with India right now, because we are nowhere involved in the internal turmoil which is going on in Pakistan. This is their problem.